Okay, so without the area code, how many phone numbers are possible? And the first number, you cannot start with the 0 or 1. Why not? Because 0 gives you the operator, and 1 tells you that you're using an area code. So you're going to confuse the phone. So just start with either 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8, 9. How many numbers is that? 7? No, it's not 7. It's out of 10 numbers, you cannot use 2 numbers, so you only get 8 numbers, right? So what does phone numbers look like? Have 3 numbers followed by 4 numbers. Not the speed dial, just entering in phone numbers. So first space, you only have 8 choices because you cannot use 0, you cannot use 1. Okay, so 8 choices for the first space, but after that is always 10 choices. 0 through 9, not 1 through 9. Okay, I don't know if you want to come up with an example. Let's say 2, 0, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's a phone number, right? So if you have first space has to start from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. That's 8 numbers, and then the rest of them is you could use any number. Any number possible. Any number is possible. So if you multiply all these, you're gonna get 8 followed by, put the calculator down, that many zeros. Well, how'd you get that? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. So just put those zeros there. Okay. So 8 million numbers are possible without the area code. Wow. Sounds like a lot. Okay, and then number 12. How many answer keys are possible if you have 3 multiple choice questions test with 4 answer choices, A, B, C, D? Okay, so again, is there 3 spaces to fill or 4 spaces to fill? I don't know. Well, let's come up with an example. So for example, you're taking this test, and then first answer, number 1, your answer was C. And number 2, I'm just coming up with an example. You chose answer D. And then number 3, you chose answer A. And number 4, is there a number 4? Well, it says 3 question test. So that's it. You only have question 1, question 2, question 3. And in each of the questions, you have 4 answer choices. So in number 1, you have A, B, C, D. Number 2, A, B, C, D. Okay, so number 1, you have A, B, C, D. You pick one. Number 2, you have A, B, C, D. You pick one. Number 3, you pick A, B, C, D. You pick one. But that's it. There are 3 questions. Ugh. So out of those 3 questions, one possible answer key would be CDA, or it could be AAA, or it could be ABC, or any. There are a lot of answer keys possible, but this is just one example. Now we got to figure out how many answer keys are possible. So how many ways can you fill in the first space? 26? No. So there's only 4 answer choices possible. You could only pick from A, B, C, D. Okay, there's no answer choice E. So how many answers, how many possible for first space? There's only 4 possibilities. And then how many question number 2? 4 choices. And question 3, 4 choices. So it's not, 3 times 4. It's 4 times 4 times 4. Okay. So there's actually 64 answer keys possible. So if you randomly guess, what's the chance of getting it all correct? Not 1 in a million, but 1 in a 64. Not very good chance. So don't guess. And then let's try number 13. How many different ways can you have 3 siblings, boy or girl? So a lot of people ask me, boy, boy, boy. Yeah, that's one way. There's one way to get 3 siblings. Boy, boy, girl. That's another second way. So how many of these are you gonna have? What about the boy, girl, boy? Isn't that the same? Aren't these two same thing? No, because we're talking about the oldest, second, and then youngest, right? So these two should be counted separately. It's a different situation. Boy, boy, girl. The youngest one is girl. If you have boy, girl, boy, the you know youngest one is boy. So it's a different situation. Okay. So instead of writing all this out, if you write all this out, this would be like a sample space, which is what we worked on last worksheet. But let's just figure out how many of these different possibilities. So that's all I want. How many different ways? So the example that let's just go to boy, boy, boy. That's one way to get 3 siblings. So how many possibilities to get the first child? Either boy or girl. That's it. Just 2. How many different ways? So there's only 2 different ways. I mean, you cannot have boy, girl, dog, cat, goldfish. Okay, it's just boy or girl. And then second, boy or girl, 2. And then third child, boy or girl, 2 possibilities. So 2 times 2 times 2, there should be 8 total ways to have 3 siblings. Okay, kind of goes with number 14 also. So you only have 2 choice, either boy or girl. This is math class, so there's only 2 choice. Okay, and then number 16, a die is if you have 2 of them, it's called a dice. See the picture right there? Okay, if you have 2 of them, it's dice. If you only have 1 dice, it's called a die. Not, I'm gonna kill you, but it's just a singular of dice. Okay, so if you toss 1 die, okay, twice. So I should have talked about this with the coin also. What if you get like 2 first time and 3 or 4? Let's say 4 second time. Is this same thing as getting a 4 and the 2? Aren't these the same thing? Well, if I toss 2 dice all at once, then these are the same thing. You can't tell which one's 2 and which one's 4. But I'm tossing 1 die twice. Oh, English class again. It's the same thing. No, it's not the same thing because if you toss the 2 dice all at once, you cannot tell which one was the first dice and which was the second dice. But if you only have 1 dice and then you first toss it and then second time you toss it, you could record what happened first time and what happened second time. Right? So these two should be counted differently. Just like the boy girl problem, first child is boy, first child is girl. It's a different situation. So when you're tossing 1 coin or 1 die, you have to record each toss, so it will be counted differently. Okay, so what's the possibility? Well, maybe I should do it here. So, what's the possibility for tossing a first die? Well, it has 1 through 6 faces. 1 dot through 6 dots. So there's not 4, not 2, but 6 possibilities for first toss. And second toss, again, there's 6 different possibilities. So you should count them as 36 different outcomes. Okay? I know you're thinking 2 and 4 is same as 4 and 2, but we're tossing 1 die, so we should count those as separate outcomes. Okay? And then let's just do one more. Using the letter grade system, A through F, how many different report cards are possible for taking 6 classes? So again, come up with an example. First period, I got an A. Second period, I got an A. Third period, I got a C. And fourth period, fifth period, do I stop? No, 6 classes, right? So there's period 6. So there's one report card, one possibility for one report card, but there's many other possibilities. Someone could get all A's, someone could get all F's. So how many different report cards are possible? Okay. Yeah, we don't need to count these in real life, but we're just using it as an example. Okay, so important, how many spaces are there? 5 spaces. Oh, wait. Oh, someone doesn't know how to count. 6 spaces, right. There are 5 possibilities, 5 letters, but there are 6 classes. So it's really important which is which, because if you switch those, like there are 5 spaces and 6 possibilities, and you're going to get a completely different answer. Okay, so there are 6 spaces to fill to get, grades for each period. And then for period 1, there are 5 possibilities, A, B, C, D, F. That's 5 letters. Okay, so yeah, it gives you a different answer if you put, 6 to the 5th power is different than 5 to the 6th power. It does matter. So if you multiply all these, so much writing. Can you just shorten it? No, not yet. So just write it all out. Okay, and then it gives you the answer. Yay. Okay, use calculator, figure it out. Okay, so hopefully that helps.